Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. If you've seen many of my cooking videos lately, you've probably seen me using quite a few tomatoes. I have some tomatoes, 4 tomato plants over here on the side of my house. And this is roughly maybe a 8 or 10 foot bed. It really doesn't take a lot of room to grow a few tomatoes. In fact, I live in Northern California and I see a lot of people just sticking a plant or two, you know, amongst the bushes in their landscape. You know, they're temporary and then they just pull them out at the end of the summer. So, you know, a lot of people around here grow tomatoes and they're actually pretty easy to grow. I grew up on a dairy ranch and so I'm 54. I've probably been growing tomatoes since I was a teenager, so probably close to 40 years now. And I will say, here in Northern California, of all the varieties of tomatoes that I've planted and tried growing, I would say early girl tomatoes are my favorite, hands down my favorite. They start ripening the earliest, they have good flavor, good texture, and the plants seem to do really well. I've tried a lot of other varieties. I've tried heirloom tomatoes and just a lot of different ones, but day in and day out, the early girls are my favorite here in Northern California. So you see these are in wire baskets here. The 2 in the wire baskets are early girls. I have an heirloom tomato here. This is a yellow one. I think it's called Hillbilly. And also have another heirloom tomato here. I think that one's called Rainbow. And it's kind of sprawled out. That one and that one are not in baskets, so they're kind of sprawled out all over the sidewalk here. So it's actually better if you have these baskets, but I only had 2 of them, so worked out pretty good. And like I said, it really doesn't take a lot to grow tomatoes. I mean, I have 4 plants here. They're probably $2–3 per plant, so roughly $10 in plants. I've maybe fertilized them maybe twice with just some of that Miracle-Gro fertilizer that you put in the watering can, and a lot of times I do it more often than that, but this year I've really slacked and I probably only watered these 5 or 6 times. I planted them in March, kind of kept them watered for the first week or so, and then it started raining. Had quite a bit of rain this spring, so I really haven't had to water them too much. Today it's like 92 degrees out here, so I may have to hit these with a little bit of water. As far as pest control, someone asked me about that. I don't use anything. I don't really have too much problem with any kind of bugs or anything getting the tomatoes. I noticed this plant here, something did nibble on some of them. Might have been a rat or a raccoon or something. It was kind of a bigger animal, it looked like, because some of them were bitten in half. So that's really the only problem I've had this year. You know, I've gotten a lot of fresh tomatoes from just these 4 plants, and it really doesn't take all that much work. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.